What the? No, you wouldn't dare. Huh, it's gonna be like that, eh, Vito? Just gonna completely rip off my look?
Who the hell do you think you are?
Let it go. Just let it go. So, you want to talk weapons, do you? Well, check out this beauty. Custom 45 APC, called the Silver Baller.
Hey, wait a minute.
I know, right? Just try and tell me that that's not a thing of beauty. Really, Vito? Really, you're gonna snub me like that? I see how it is. You can't even take a little competition, New gun comes to the market and you go running to get the law involved. Pathetic. Okay, this is a new low, even for you, Vito. The mere presence of my briefcase offends you, does it? Oh, hey, no, it's not like that was expensive or anything. Why don't you just go ahead and toss it on the ground? Thanks, Vito. Appreciate it.
Do we have a problem?
Aw, gee, Vito, I don't know, do we? First you rip off my look, then you diss my weapon, and you disrespect my property. Yeah, I feel like maybe we have a problem. So you best watch your mouth.
Get out of my face, fool!
You disrespectful little... You know what? Just for that, I'm going to burn you alive. Oh, yeah, you better run. Oh, Vito, did you really think I was going to light you on fire? No! I'm going to let the oil take care of that. You see, it's quite simple, really. If you steal my look, you get burned alive. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Infinite Omega with me, Black Deatha. Today, we're coming at you with yet another not brand new repeat target. This one's all the way back from the days of Hitman 2016, now known as Elusive Target number 19, the Gunrunner. And again dubbed Year 2, despite this being its first appearance in Hitman 3. Yeah, that makes total sense to me. Anyway, let's watch the briefing and see what this target's all about.
Good afternoon, 47. Your target is Vito Đurić, arms dealer and sanctions buster. Although the subject of a global manhunt, the target has successfully evaded capture and prosecution for more than a decade. Tired of waiting for the slow wheels of international justice, the client has turned to the ICA. Intelligence places the target inside the Swedish consulate, most likely involved in the operation to extract Strandberg. The situation is fluid, but this is our best opportunity to eliminate him before he vanishes again. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck.
So, there you go. Our target today is one Vito Đurić. And in not so good news for him, but certainly good news for you, we'll be showing off 3 methods today on how to kill the bastard. Beginning with method number 1, which will only require you to bring along the ICA remote micro taser. With that, we are good to go. But before we jump in, for those that don't know, elusive targets are a limited time available one-shot only mission type. Once you've eliminated your target or completed an objective, you are locked in and can no longer restart or replan. Also, don't get yourself killed, as this will result in mission failure and you'll not be able to play again. But if you follow along with any of the methods in this video, you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Also, if you happen to find this video helpful or enjoyable, please leave a like down below, and if you haven't already, do subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Alright, so since we're beginning at the default starting location, we have a short run ahead of us to reach the embassy. Once we're here, around the side, hop this wall, staying crouched as we hit the ground to avoid being spotted by the guard. From here, head through this door to the parking garage down below.
I have an update, 47.
When in the garage, head directly to the right, sticking close to the wall to keep from being noticed. As we reach the corner here, loop around behind the cars and push forward to make it behind the APC. As long as you keep moving quickly, the guards may briefly see us, but won't bother coming to investigate. Now, we're going to grab both mines from the crate and immediately double back the way we came. As we're looping our way back around this red car, we'll want to stop and make sure to leave one of our fancy new mines right here next to it. Next, we're going to head inside this storage room, grabbing one of the 2 propane flasks sitting on the cart. From here, we'll take a right as we leave the storage area and loop around behind these vehicles to keep out of sight. Now, we're going to toss the propane flask on the ground next to this car. The sound will alert a nearby guard, so we'll want to quickly duck behind one of the other vehicles to avoid getting spotted. Though, that guard won't have long to investigate because we are going to detonate the mine we just dropped moments ago, destroying that nice red car, causing the target to panic and flee the area under heavy guard escort. We'll just need to remain patient for a moment, as soon the target and his guards will pass us by heading down the stairs to the tunnel below. Once they do, we're going to start following them, taking a moment along the way to drop our remote taser near the propane. Now, head down the stairs. If you've been keeping up with this video, beyond the door there's a guard who should be looking the other way as we enter. One way or the other, we need to knock him out. If you get in position here, even though it seems like he would be a bit out of reach, you can actually grab him from behind this cover. Either way, once he's knocked out, hide his body in the locker and just leave his gun where it lies, but we're also going to be adding a second mine to the mix for good measure. With that, the stage is set. Head back out of the tunnel and find a nice car to cozy up behind while we wait. Before long, we should spot the target as he and his entourage have already begun heading back. It would seem that car bombings, even those in secure parking garages where such things should never happen, are only a minor cause for concern. Otherwise, they're just not that big of a deal. A regular day in Marrakesh, apparently. Anyway, two of the guards escorting the target will discover the weapons on the ground and feel the need to go and secure them. This will leave just one guard actually doing his job. Now, for this bit, Vito will often be walking some distance from the guard, though it is also possible for them to be somewhat annoyingly inseparable. If you do find them getting a little too close, you can feel free to toss a wrench into the mix. This should cause one of them to question their choices and lag behind the other. Once the target reaches the top of the stairs, we'll give him a demonstration as to why car bombs should always be respected, as we trigger the remote taser. With Vito already but a distant fading memory, head back up the stairs and over the wall. We can now make our escape. So, that is method number 1 completed with Silent Assassin's suit only in 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Next up, method number 2, for which we'll once again bring along the ICA remote microtaser as well as a briefcase with a Seeker 1 stashed inside. Just as with method number 1, we'll need to start out by making our way over to the embassy. I chose to retrieve the Seeker 1 here, leaving the briefcase behind. After hopping the wall and heading down the stairs, make your way over to the storage room and again, grab yourself a nice tall flask of propane. With the flask in hand, again, we're going to hug the wall and make our way past the APC with the mines. We won't be needing them this time. Instead, we're going to toss the flask to land over by the trash can, and so it doesn't feel lonely, we'll send the remote taser right after. Later, this will make a nice little present for Vito. Now, to just retrace our steps until we've reached this column, which we'll also be using as cover. To make things a little easier, it's best to wait until the 3 soldiers have turned their backs as they try out the weapons. This way, there'll be fewer eyes on us. Next, we want to hit Vito with the Seeker 1. Remember, we need to aim a little bit higher at this distance to compensate for the drop-off of the dart. Once the target begins to feel like he's come down with the sickness, he'll head over to the trash can, and what with us being the nice people that we are, it's time to deliver Vito's present via the remote detonator.
Money has been wired to your account.
Alternatively, if you wish, you could also take out the target with a lethal syringe instead.
Money has been wired to your account.
Just bear in mind that if you do poison him, you will miss out on getting to see him explode.
Money has been wired to your account.
But either way, with the target's life now complete, it's time for us to make our escape. And there is method number 2 completed. Again, Silent Assassin's suit only with a time of 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Finally, on to method number 3, for which we'll once again only need to bring along the remote micro taser. For the final time today, we are going to again head over to the embassy, pop the wall, and get some good old-fashioned propane. Don't worry, we've brought our own accessories. So in the previous methods, we have already blown up the target, but to do that, we've been isolating him from the others. This time, however, we're doing it live, in front of a captive audience.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
Admittedly, this approach can be somewhat inconsistent, as we need the target to be in a very specific position to make this work, which is something he won't always cooperate with us on. While I was testing this, sometimes 20 minutes would pass and he'd never go anywhere near where we wanted him to. As far as I can tell, there seems to be a slight variation to his pathing every time we restart the mission, so there is a bit of luck involved. Anyway, once the 3 soldiers have turned their backs and the 4th soldier wanders off, we'll move 47 to be in roughly this position. From here, I found if I aimed just past the light fixture and tossed the canister to land somewhere around the edge of the shadow, the flask would come to a stop just about where we needed to.
I'll buy lunch and go check out whatever that was.
With the flask in place, toss the micro taser over there as well. Now, we just need to wait and see if on this rotation the target's pathing brings him anywhere near where we want him to be. Okay, this time we are in luck, as the target has opted to make a phone call while standing directly on top of our little trap. Before detonating, keep an eye out for the one security guard who wanders back and forth from that APC in the car. When it's clear, go ahead and give Vito's captive audience a true weapons demonstration. Once the target's down, we'll need to first get out of the parking garage. I'd highly recommend not detonating the taser from where I did, as I nearly got spotted multiple times just trying to get out of there, but a bit of luck did see us through. It's probably smarter to just move further away and then activate the remote. Either way, once we're in the stairway, we're in the clear, and we'll then make a beeline for the exit. Finally, that has been method number 3 completed, and once again with Silent Assassin suit only in 4 minutes and 1 second. So, there you have it. This has been 3 different kill methods for Elusive Target number 19, the Gunrunner. Hopefully this video has been helpful, or at the very least enjoyable. If so, don't forget to leave a like down below, and let me know what was your favorite method in the comments, and maybe even share it out with your friends. Lastly, if you haven't already, do subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of new videos in the future. Anyway, that's enough for now. This is Infinite Omega. I've been Black Deatha, and this was Elusive Target number 19, killed by blowing him up and blowing him up and blowing him up again for good measure. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. You have yourselves an amazing day. Goodbye.